Hello, Dr. Cinema. Analyze, diagnose movies, and explain them to you. Well, I'm really hyped up about this new It movie. I'm actually really excited for it. So, in fact, I actually went back to watch the original miniseries of It. It did not hold up like I thought it would. Okay, for me, for those of you that don't know, It is a novel written by Stephen King. I think it's like 1,000 pages, something like that. Where the first half deals with a bunch of kids in Derry, Maine, who are being hunted by this entity that is most known for taking the form of a clown named Pennywise, who scares him, tries to eat kids. And so the kids get together, the Losers Club, and they defeat it, and they made a pact if it ever rises again, they will come back and defeat it. The second half of the book takes place 27 years later, when they're all adults, the entity comes back, and they get together to kill the monster for good. And of course, it and Pennywise are the same thing, Pennywise being one of its forms. Now, now there have been several Stephen King books that have been adapted into TV miniseries: Salem's Lot, Langoliers, Tommyknockers, but arguably the most famous one, especially with this modern generation, is the 1990 miniseries It, with Tim Curry starring as like the clown Pennywise. And I was looking back on it, and it's it's lame. It's pretty lame. I mean, okay, let's first talk about the best part of the miniseries. Tim Curry. Curry's known for playing a lot of like these roles, sort of like villain slash anti protagonist kind of roles that are just over the top yet so entertaining that you actually love Tim Curry in his performance. But the best part of Tim Curry's performance is also the weakest. He's entertaining, fun, which is good if you want to be like an actual clown, but this is supposed to be a monster that eats kids, that lives forever. Like, you want him to be scary, intimidating. And I just don't really get it with him. I mean, like, he's the best part of this miniseries, and he's really good at what he does, but he's not actually scary. And of course, we got other parts of the miniseries that really don't hold up to par, like the one-dimensional bully that like bullies the Losers Club in their childhood, the redneck, the alcoholic, the oh religion is bad, and the child actors who play the main characters were solid, but the adult actors who play the main characters, they're just off and really weird, and it's just nothing really stands out. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just nothing that actually is really scary, minus like one or two small moments. And that's really the problem with most of these miniseries adaptations. There is a bunch of like cliches and predictable stuff that are about to happen with with a downfall climax of some sort. And that's sort of what this It miniseries was also like. We've got the characters that really are kind of weird or one dimensional. We've got the cliches and tropes of Stephen King adaptations. And of course, even though Tim Curry does a great job, when they had it take on its animal true form, it was kind of a downfall as well. So the main question is, if it's really, after looking back on its lameness and how it was sort of like below expectations in many regards, why is it so? Why does it actually scare people? Why are people actually afraid of this? And I'll tell you why. It's because the phobia of clowns. I mean, personally, for me, I never really got the deal of why clowns were scary or why clowns were a big deal at all. So I wasn't really scared of clowns, including the Tim Curry Pennywise. But there are a lot of people that are into serious phobia, and clowns to most people are either really scary or at the very least creeps them out a little bit. So that's why this It miniseries becomes so popular and, believe it or not, really loved. And from a certain view, I can understand that. So basically, what I want to say, like the mini series of It from 1990. I mean, it has an entertaining performance by Tim Curry, but at the end of the day, it's just not really scary, and it does fall into the cliches and tropes of other Stephen King miniseries. So don't really get your hopes up if you want to go back and rewatch it. But this does actually make you look forward to the 2017 adaptation even more. I don't care if you're afraid of clowns. Tim Curry as a clown is not that scary. No, 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 he's not. Well, that's what I have to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Dr. Cinema. See you next time.